Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily.
We're going to bring out right now is an excellent lesson for anybody that's not in the UPK. You officers in the UPK, you are already trained for this. But what I'm about to bring out right now is a major hang-up for somebody who has not yet had the courage to join the school. Okay, this what I'm about to bring out is a major flaw in their upbringing. Where we at, Kubal?
Genesis 12 and start at verse 3.
Okay, I need one in the 20s. I'm looking for one in the 20s.
Okay, yeah, it happened.
Genesis 20 and 2.
Genesis 20 and 2. Let me see that. We're going to the book of Genesis 20. Oh, I'm sorry. 20 and 2. Hold on. Right. Read 20 and 2. Genesis 20 and 2. Let it go on and take it. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 20, verse 2. Genesis chapter 20, verse 2. And Abraham said of Sarah, his wife, she is my sister.
So now Abraham was going through an evil land. What land was this again?
So I got this Egypt.
Egypt. I believe this is Egypt. Is it Egypt?
Gerar. Sojourn in Gerar.
Gerar. Somebody look up Gerar and see where it is. The first one might be Egypt, but he did it before. So Abraham, he was traveling, right? He was trying to get back to the land of Israel, the land the Lord sent him to. But on the way to that land, he had to spend time in some evil lands as he tried to get to the Holy Land. Everybody understands? Please.
Gerar, a town in the Negev near the Mediterranean coast of Gaza, on a protected inland caravan route from Palestine to Egypt.
So it's near Gaza, all right? Near Egypt. So this land was evil. So he believed that if he said that Sarah was his woman, Sarah was bad. She was beautiful. He believed they would kill him and take his woman. So because of that, he had to say that she was his sister. Now, why is this important? Because the spirit on this scripture is what so many fake Israelites and so many cowards think is right. Now, you're going to hear this scripture broken down by fake Israelites.
Okay.
And when they do this, they're going to say, well, Abraham said Sarah was his sister.
Right.
When he was in Egypt, when he was in, what's the land name again?
Gerar.
Gerar. And they're going to say, they're going to use this scripture to back up what? They're going to say, well, you know what? We in hell, so we got to do this. That's a term you're going to constantly hear. Well, you know, we in hell, so we need to do this. We in hell, so you know we can't do this. We not in our land. We in hell. That is a coward's way to think.
Okay.
Now we're going to break it down right here in this scripture. And this is the exact scripture that some fake Israelite is going to use to say, well, you know, we can't do that here. We in hell. Now let's read it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
And Abraham said of Sarah, his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah.
Now, this king is a heathen king. Now remember, at this time, Abraham is the whole nation. There's only one man in the nation, and it's Abraham. Right. You get my point? So he is outside of Abraham, which makes him a heathen. So this king took Sarah.
Right.
Took Sarah. Gave Abraham cash and everything. Gave him gold and took Sarah. Go ahead.
Verse 3. But the Most High came to Abimelech in a dream by night.
Go ahead.
And said to him, Behold, thou art but a dead man.
You understand that? The Lord came to this heathen in a dream and said, you're going to die. You a dead man. Go ahead.
And came Put my phones on mute. And came, verse 3. But the Most High came to Abimelech in a dream by night.
Let Rob on take it while you deal with that. Go ahead, Rob on.
Come. Verse 3. But the Most High came to Abimelech in a dream by night, and said to him, Behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife.
Keep going.
But Abimelech had not came near her.
So Abimelech thanked the Lord, he didn't touch her. He did not touch her. Go ahead.
And he said, Lord, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation?
Go ahead.
Like,
I'll slay what?
Wilt thou slay also a righteous nation?
You wouldn't slay a righteous nation, so why would you kill me? Considering I have not touched this woman. Go ahead.
Said he not unto me, she is my sister?
Meaning, didn't Abraham say that this was his sister? Go ahead.
And she, even she herself said, he is my brother.
And she said, he's my brother. Go ahead, meaning Sarah. Go ahead.
In the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this.
So stop. What verse you at?
Verse 5.
Now I'm going to skip you down. Read 8.
Verse 8.
No, 9.
Verse 9. Then Abimelech called Abraham.
So now he had a dream. He got up first thing in the morning and took that woman back to Abraham. And now he was mad because he's like, yo, man, I was going to have sex with this woman when this is another man's wife. And I had a dream where I was told I was going to die if I touched her. Meanwhile, she said she was Abraham's sister. Abraham said it was his sister and lied to this man so that they could save their life. Keep going.
Then Abimelech called Abraham and said unto him, What hast thou done unto us? And what have I offended? And what have I offended thee, that thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin?
Like, why would you do this to me? What did I do to deserve this? Go ahead.
Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not to be done.
Go ahead.
And Abimelech said unto Abraham, What sawest thou that thou hast done this thing?
Now, skip down to 11.
Verse 11.
So now, Abimelech is going to tell Abraham, you shouldn't have did this. This was wrong. Why did you do it? Here is Abraham's answer. Go ahead.
Abraham said.
And the 11th verse. Go ahead.
And Abraham said, Because I thought, surely the fear of the Most High is not in this place.
Because I thought, surely the fear of the Lord is not in this place. Let me tell you something, Ma. That is cowardice. Now, this is what you'll constantly hear in the truth. Well, you know, I had to shave my beard because we in our captivity.
Right.
We in hell. Well, you know, you can't do that here because we in hell. Well, you know, let me tell you something, nigga. The fact that we in hell is why you should never shave your beard. Because we're going to be in hell unless we keep the law. Like, that very reason is the reason to have more integrity. If we was in our land, then maybe you could be a little slack because we rich and powerful. But if we are people seeking a reward, how can we even in a little bit compromise what's right? Because if we compromise, then we will not get the reward. Right. And so many fake vagina Israelites who are not in the UPK, they'll use that excuse of we in America, we in hell, to justify all kinds of garbage. Right. To justify, I mean, listen, they'll sleep with your woman and say, well, you know, we in our captivity. Right. So that's why I had to have sex with your girl. In the kingdom, of course, I wouldn't do these things. Nigga, you ain't going to get the kingdom. Right. Unless you have some integrity right here. Right. Abraham said that was the reason. Because surely what?
It's like Abraham said, because I thought surely the fear of God is not in this place.
So let me ask you a question. So because the fear of God is not in this place, what was Abraham willing to do? Akkad.
Give away his woman.
Make it plain.
Basically,
he was going to let another man have sex with his wife. Because this is an evil place. Maybe that's why it's evil. You understand? Right. So that because America is so evil and is so wicked, you was going to give your wife to another man and then what? Earn the right to a righteous kingdom? Why don't, because America is evil, Why don't you stand for the laws here? Guess what? If you stand for the laws here, the Lord ain't going to let nobody take your woman and kill you. He's going to stand with you if you stand with him. But brother, the fact that we in America, and we in, I don't know how many times, I wish I could count how many times over the years I've heard some coward who makes compromises for the word of the Lord say the reason is, well, you know, we in captivity right now. Let me tell you something, Mark. There is nothing that we cannot do right now that we could do in Jerusalem. Nothing. Pick one that you think you might not be able to do. Pick one that you think you could do in Jerusalem that you can't do now. I'll give you one. Everybody say, kill a faggot. Right? Could you kill a faggot if you was in Jerusalem? No. Could you stone an adulterous woman if you was in Jerusalem? I'm asking you. No, you could not stone an adulterer in Jerusalem. Precept. Woman, where are thou accusers? They have all left, then I shall not accuse thee either. Go thy way and sin no more. That wasn't America. That was Jerusalem. And that was Christ in Jerusalem. You couldn't kill a sinner if you was in Jerusalem. You couldn't kill a sinner if you following Christ. You can't kill a sinner now. There ain't no difference between this place and Jerusalem, between this place and Israel. You can grow your beard here, you could grow it in Jerusalem. You can't kill a sinner here, you can't kill a sinner in Jerusalem. Everybody understands? America being evil is no justification for you to be evil. Furthermore, it is just the reason for you to be more righteous. If you ever want to get the hell out of this place. Now, you see how this scripture is being broken down? You will never hear this anywhere but in a school under commanding General Yohanna in the Spirit of Christ. Now, fake Israelites will pull this to justify compromising. Abraham lied and said Sarah was his sister. Because we in hell. We in hell better mean you better be more righteous. Keep reading.
And they will slay me for my wife's sake.
So he said they gonna slay me for my wife's sake. So damn. So what you gonna do then? So hold up. So because they might kill you over having sex with your wife, you just going to let them have sex with them? Is that an option? No. What the hell you want to do? Live forever? And that's the goddamn problem with blacks and Hispanics, man. Like, we done been bred cowards here in this land. We the children of cowards. Our fathers, they lived because they was ones that would not rebel. That's why they were alive to even have children. Otherwise, they would have died childless. But the fact that they are alive is because they are people that kept their goddamn mouth shut, kept their head down, picked cotton, shuffled and shucked and jived, and did what they was told, stayed in their place, so they could stay alive enough to have you. Now, who don't know that's the truth? That is the truth. They all got high, they all was cowards, they all was weak enough to not be killed by the white man as rebels. And because of that, they was able to have us. And now they gone, and a shame and a mocking stock, and here we are, the children of sinners, born in iniquity, born in sin. Now, brother, we ain't getting the kingdom if we stay like that. You're going to have to, your father was weak and brought you up weak, but you're going to have to be a man that's willing to die rather than let somebody have sex with your damn woman. Like, goddamn, why would you get the kingdom? If you, rather than lose your life, what will you do? Like, to preserve yourself, is there nothing you won't do? And that's the problem with us, man. Listen, to pay our rent, brother, I ain't got to tell you, listen, to feed my baby. You know what a nigga will do to buy diapers up? Can you understand that for a second? To buy diapers, this cat will kill everybody. To pay rent, to get a football jersey, to get some sneakers. Lord. And that is the problem, and that's why we're here. Because our life matters too much to us. Like, that's a myth in the Christian church, that our lives don't matter. We don't have no self-esteem. We got too much goddamn self-esteem. That's all we care about is us. We selfish. We're so goddamn selfish. To live another day, brother, we'll snitch and cheat and lie and murder to live one more day. When if you refuse to do these things, you will live forever. Abraham didn't have to give away his wife. He could have said, this is my wife. And any man that touched her, the Lord would have killed. Everybody understands that. And y'all remember this, and don't take that garbage, and don't let that get in your mind. You know, you wait until the kingdom before you can get right. That being all these fake, coward Israelite groups. They wait until the kingdom before they can do every goddamn thing. And they never going to the kingdom.
Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil and move with Satan. Righteous treading the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil and move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily. Ignorant multiply brutality. I see that they run gone left mommy. Fi struggle the hard road with 5 beginning. Our I see baby having baby. Nothing that happen no do.